Hello guys, and welcome back to another great podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed the last one I made and this crazy stories I've told you with the murder of Genovese and the current murder case during Christmas. If you guys enjoyed that podcast, you guys will enjoy this one. So for my CSI class, or my forensics class, we did another module that seemed to be very important to me, and it was very interesting. This module that we did was about distracted driving. For this module, my teacher or instructor had us do these small games about listening to a phone call while driving, texting while driving, or being distracted by a friend while driving. This assignment stuck to me because it showed me how dangerous talking on the phone, texting, or even having a distracted friend or passenger is. It may seem like nothing when you send a quick text and you are perfectly fine, but within those couple seconds, something major might happen. You may be okay and safe afterwards, but something within those seconds of looking at your phone may cause you to have an accident, or worse, it might ruin your whole life. There are many different things that people do while driving, like eating while driving, drinking while driving, driving while intoxicated, texting while driving, or even on the phone while driving. All of these are bad and should not be done while you are behind a motor vehicle, because when you are on the phone while driving, your focus from the road goes to the phone call or text message that you aren't really focused on the road anymore. When someone is behind a motor vehicle, they should always stay focused on the road. And if they need to do something on the phone, they should pull over and handle the situation. Driving while distracted is not a good thing, and people should stop putting themselves and others on the road at risk due to them making this decision. So there has been cases of people driving distracted on the road that have actually ended up getting into serious car accidents. One case that I have found was about a lady in Las Vegas that is now facing a felony indictment for allegedly causing a deadly traffic accident while talking on the phone. Local prosecutors say that the case is the first of its kind in Nevada, and it could be a landmark nationally. So the police in Las Vegas had said that Karen Morris, a 34-year-old, was traveling at 64 miles an hour in a 45-mile speed zone while she was talking on the phone. They say that she had run a red light and then proceeded to smash into another car, which had killed 2 individuals. Leona Grieve, who was 61 years old, and Marcia Nathans, who was 65 years old. A third passenger from that vehicle was 44-year-old Elliot Nathans, who was injured and had remained in serious condition. Morris and her 7-year-old daughter were treated for minor injuries. Witnesses that had seen this crime were telling the police that Morris was talking on the phone as she crashed, and she was also swerving around in and out of cars at a previous crossroad, and then she had ran the red light. Morris's attorney said that this tragedy was an accident. The attorney was telling the judge the underlying facts that she was speeding, running red lights, and talking on the cell phone without paying full time and attention. The thing that makes this case memorable is that the consequences. It is certainly a first in our area, and we are not familiar with any other cases ongoing. Brown said a Cleveland motorist was convicted in 1993 for not paying full attention while driving. In December, a Naval Academy midshipman whose car slammed into another vehicle, killing its 2 occupants, while he fumbled with his cell phone and acquitted of manslaughter but convicted of negligence. He was then fined $500 for negligent driving and given 4 points against the revocation of his driver's license. Morris, for this crime, was charged with 3 felony counts of reckless driving and 2 felony counts of involuntary manslaughter for the March 25th incidents. If convicted on all counts, she faces up to 26 years in prison. A local prosecutor has said that the use of cell phones while driving is legal, but if the driver causes an accident while using one, they had better be prepared to face the time. The prosecutor said, if you are inattentive because of that cell phone, you are violating due care, and if that contributes to a crash and someone is killed, then you have committed a criminal act. The defense attorney says that the accident was nothing more than an accident, but the prosecutor says the recent study suggests that using a cell phone while driving is not a nuisance for others on the road. It is a hazard almost on par with driving while intoxicated. The attorney then had said during this case, the studies tend to suggest that using a cell phone renders you 4 times as likely to be involved in a crash that is very nearly the same as alcohol, by the way. For Morris, she is free on a $100,000 bail. She is then facing an arraignment on April 25th. Due to this case, some nations have banned the use of cell phones while driving. In the United States, many communities are considering the similar move. Brooklyn, Ohio, Marlborough, New Jersey, and Suffolk County, New York are among these who have banned cell phone usage while driving. This case seems bad and horrible since it did have 2 individuals who have passed away, but this didn't stop others from doing the same thing. As of this year, 2024, over 3,000 people will die because of distracted driving. Another case that I have found was in 2008, which was caused by distracted driving. So for this case, a freshman, Brianna Stoiber, says she vividly remembers the day that her life was just drastically changed. It was in the summer of 2008 when Stoiber, who was then 12 years old, crossed the street to return home from the park. She was visiting her dad's house in Wisconsin and was going to get a water bottle for herself. While Stoiber was crossing the street, a driver distracted by a passenger pulled around the corner at full speed with his car and hit her, leaving her unconscious for 2 days. The accident caused Stoiber numerous medical issues, including a severe concussion, other mild head injuries, and a few cuts and bruises. It is exactly these kinds of mistakes caused by distractions that make up 25% of all car accidents that happen each year. Distracted driving has become a widespread and deadly epidemic. According to a new U.S. Department of Transportation report, 5,474 people were killed in 2009 and an additional 448,000 were injured in distracted driving-related motor vehicle crashes on the U.S. roadways. Some distracted driving cases have been shocking enough to make national headlines, including on May 2, 2009, when a 49-year-old Laura Hunt was painting her nails while driving in Lake Zurich. The third, when she sped forward and rear-ended a motorcycle stopped at a red light, which had killed 56-year-old Anita Safke. Hunt was sentenced to 18 months in jail in July, yet such distracted driving happens on a day-to-day basis. Drivers running red lights, swerving out of lanes, slamming on brakes because they are concentrated on something other than the road. People consistently assume that they can drive while texting, talking, and eating without any risk of an accident. Drivers who use their cell phone while driving are also 4 times more likely to get into serious crashes. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Association, of all people injured in distracted driving-related crashes, 24,000 involved the driver using a cell phone in 2009. Car accidents resulting from distracted driving are easily preventable. Warren suggests that students should pay attention, avoid distractions, drive defensively, and be prepared for anything. Stoiber has recovered from the car accident, but she still has 2 scars visibly remaining, one on her kneecap and the other one on her right ear. She now wears a hearing aid and has had bad migraines. She was wearing a helmet when the accident happened, and it saved her life, but the traumatizing effects it had on her life may never go away. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a nice day and hope to make another one for you one day.